Here's a book that I thought I had shown already, but I guess not. It's Pontiac by Gerry Johansson. It'll be interesting if I actually have shown it already and somebody tells me and they compare the presentations. Unlikely, but you know, you never know. Anyway, this is one of my favorite books last year. It's published by Mac, and this is it. So this is the first page. Bunch of text. It's literally just the vital statistics of this little town in Michigan. Gives you the population, what else? Medium household income, unemployment rates in 2000 and 2010. In 2000 was 7%, which is pretty bad. In 2010 it was 31%. There's about 25%, almost 25% of families live below poverty level. Yeah, so this is Pontiac, and this is all you get in terms of text, and then it goes into the photographs. Now the interesting thing about this book is, you'll notice this is about the size of the book, right? So it's a little larger than my hand. It's a good size. The pictures are rather small, and they come in this very subdued way with a caption down here. And it's an incredibly effective way of presenting this work. This is one of the few pictures that actually has people in it. You'll see the people here in the foreground waiting for a bus or something like that. It's one of those books that grows on you, I think. Well, it grew on me at least, whatever that might mean. You just keep looking and looking, and then you sort of realize how this book works, how it's constructed. It's not necessarily a new story, of course. The decay, if not downfall, of many American cities has been documented rather well, but it's a story that can be, or maybe should be, retold until the retelling will hopefully generate something. I don't even know what it might generate, but you know, this is essentially what we're doing to us, to ourselves. And then you can ask the question of whether that's such a good idea. So here's some more people. If memory serves me well, serves me right, I think this is like an older mall, or like a mall. This might be the last instance of people in the book. These teeny, sort of lost people in this unpleasant environment, because you have plenty of those all across the country. Now what I find interesting is how this book moves about this place. I've never been there, but I want to think that I have a pretty good idea of how this place is organized and what might be going on there. Of course, this could be completely wrong. Oh, here's some more people. This could be completely wrong. But maybe this is another one of those subjective documentary books. I like that term, subjective documentary. It seems more apt and maybe more timely. Is that a good word? Timely? I don't know, but it's a good concept. There's all kinds of other books that one could compare this book with in all kinds of different ways. And I don't know if you've watched my presentations of, I don't know, maybe it's not quite the same thing. No, I'm not gonna, it might just be a different presentation to do two photo books at the same time and see how they talk about the same issue in very different ways. So here are these houses. It's an interesting, if you just notice that with me babbling, an interesting way to show something, sort of a mini typology of sorts, for a few pages at least. And then you get into something else here, and you can see, and then you're back to this. I'm going slightly faster right now, just to show you as much of this book as possible. Needless to say, you probably want to get your own copy. It's very well made, perfect size. You know, paper is just about perfect. You can see it's not glossy. You can see there's no real reflections here. It's just about right. I could probably say quite a few things about many of these images, the way they're constructed, the way they work. Again, is for another day. It's another interesting presentation here. Another spread. You can tell how that works. The previous spread. This one again. If you look at the captions, if you watch this in HD, you can see there's some overlap in the street names. In that sense, this book is maybe a little bit reminiscent of, let's say, Berlin nach 1945, Berlin after 1945 by what's his name? Well, this is embarrassing. I was just going to review this book too. Berlin photographer, and I can't remember his name. That's embarrassing. I have that with names. I'm really bad with names, actually. Which is actually one of the reasons why I started my blog, is because I'm so bad with names that if I just added it all into a large database of sorts, then I could look up the images and have the names. Oops. Just gonna move this for a second. So we're now towards the end of the book. This is the last image. This is the colophon. This book is done by Mac in conjunction with Gun Gallery in Stockholm, Sweden. And these are photographs from Pontiac, Michigan. It's more of the colophon. It's a beautiful book. See, I don't know whether you can tell that. It's this wonderful cloth cover. And the German photographer is Michael Schmidt. I just remember the name. I had to think of Joachim Schmidt. It's one of the Schmidts. It's a different Schmidt. Regardless, I'll present that book on a different day. This book is Pontiac by Gerry Johansson.